boys and girls. Good morning and happy Monday. I have the day off today, so I have recorded your Foundations lesson for you. So at any time, if you need more time, go ahead and just press the pause button. Today we're going to be beginning Unit 6 and we're going to learn a brand new sound. These are the things you're going to need today, so go ahead and get these materials. Press pause and then press play whenever you are ready. All right, let's get warmed up. Here we go. M, man, A-N, fan, an. P, pan, p. T-H, thumb, A-M, ham, am. V, van, v. A-L-L, ball, all. All right, let's move on to trick words. Go ahead and say the word. If you don't know the word, wait for me to say it and then say it yourself. The, a, and, is, his, of, you, your, I, they, was, one, said, from, have, do, does, as, has, to, into, we, he, she, be, me, for, and or. All right. Next up, I am going to be making some nonsense words. And we've worked with nonsense words before. Nonsense words are words that we can sound out, but they're kind of silly made-up words that we will not read in books or stories. So go ahead. I am going to spell the words, and then I want you to tap them and sound them out. Oops. All right, friends, what's the word? Tam. Good work. What's the word? Zell. What's the word? Thim. Right, what's this word? Tap it out. This word is quib. Okay, tap this word out. What's this word? This word is cham. Tap it out. What's this word? This word is thill. Tap it out. What's the word? Good job. That word is bep. Last word. Tap it out. What's the word? Good. That word is null. All right. Moving on to the next part of our lesson. This is where we're going to learn about our brand new sound. As you can see, I have some new magnets on my magnet board, okay? You do not need these today, but if you think about it, you could get it ready for later on in the week. So you will have one that looks like this. It's a little bit more lime green. Mine's more yellow, but yours will just be blank. I'm going to be using one with an S on it just so you can see, but yours will be blank because in the future, we're going to put more suffixes than just the letter S at the end of words, okay? So I'm going to get started with this word here, and this is a word that we've already learned. What's this word? Good job. This word is shop. Now, what happens whenever I do this? Now this word is shops, so I add an S onto the end. Do you know what adding an S onto the end of words usually does? It turns the word into a plural. Do you remember learning about that with our Journeys program? Yeah, so that means that there's not just one shop, there is two or more shops, or there are two or more shops. All right, let's try another one. Oops, I almost added the suffix too soon. Let's tap out this word. Ready? Dock. Dock. This word is dock. Now, what's the word? This word is docks. Good job. Do you hear that S sound at the end? All right, let me show you another word. All right, friends, what's this word? Bug. Okay, now let's hear what happens whenever I add this S suffix to the end of this word. How do you say more than one bug? We say bugs, right? Do you hear that Z sound at the end of the word? I do too. Even though there's an S at the end of the word, we hear the Z sound whenever we add an S suffix to some of those words. Trying to add the suffix too soon. What's this word, friends? This word is dog. Now what's the word? Dogs, right? Do you hear that Z sound again? I do too. Last one. What's the word? This word is pen. Now what happens whenever I add this sound? Or this suffix? Good, it is now pens. Do you hear the Z sound again? Okay. All right, the next thing we need to talk about is how we're going to mark up these words. Now, whenever I start with my word, and I have this word here, pen, this is called my base word. What's it called? Good job, a base word. Now, I am going to put a swoop underneath the base word. My suffix, I am going to circle. So that is how we would mark up the word pens. Let's try another one. Oops, I don't want my pen there. Okay, let's try the word. What's the word? Pet. Let's add a suffix. What's the word now? Great work, pets. Now tell me how I should mark this word up. Excellent. I'm going to swoop my base word, which is pet, and I'm going to circle my S suffix. Excellent job, friends. Next, I'm going to show you the card for our new sound. Oops, this is actually not it. I pulled up the wrong one. So we have S, snake, S, and that's what we hear at the end of some of our words whenever we add the S suffix. But we also hear S, bugs, Z. So this is a new card. All right, friends. Next, I need you to take out your octopus book, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up my camera and tell you what page in just 1 second. Go ahead and press pause to take out your octopus book. All right, friends, we are on page 22. Go ahead and press pause and open up to page 22. On page 22, we have some definitions. The first one is a base word. Now, remember, the base word was the word that we began with before we added the suffix. We also put a swoop underneath it. A base word is a word that can stand alone as a word or have something added to it. So, for example, the word pets. Pet was the base word. Pet makes sense by itself. But if we just have the S at the end, that suffix, and have the letter S by itself, that is not a word, correct? So the base word must be a real word all by itself. Next we have suffix. A suffix is an ending that can be added to a base word. So there are quite a few suffixes, friends, and during this unit we're going to focus on the suffix S. Today we also talked just really briefly about plurals, because we already did talk about that in our Journeys program. And we remember that a plural word is a word that means more than one thing. Nouns add S or ES to make them plural. Now we're going to hop down here because we're skipping action words. We'll revisit this a little bit later in the unit. Most words add S to make them plural. We're going to skip the last part of the sentence because, again, we'll talk about that a little bit later in the unit. So right here, we are going to put the word bugs. Let's neatly write bugs. All right, who can remind me how to mark up the word bugs? You got it. I'm going to swoop the base word and circle that S suffix. All right. The last thing we are going to do, we are going to flip back in our book to the very first page. Remember at the beginning of the year whenever we were filling in and coloring all of these new sounds that we were reviewing? Well, bugs was down here, and we were just waiting for Unit 6 to learn it. So I'm going to color in those bugs for S, bugs, Z. That is our phonics lesson for today. I will see you tomorrow and we can talk more about the S suffix and we can practice a little bit with it. Just as a reminder, if you think about it, look for that lime green magnet to go on your magnet board because we will be working with that a little bit later in the week. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to hop on over to Schoology to show you what you have for today. So we just finished up our video. I'm going to be posting it here. I haven't posted it yet because I'm making it. Now you're going to listen to me read How Leopard Got His Spots. And then you're going to sequence the events in Seesaw. Then you're going to work on a writing prompt. And then you can watch some videos and listen to some songs about Santa. Okay? For math today, you're going to get logged in to lesson 38 and you're going to log into Zearn and finish up to lesson 38. Then there is going to be no live Zoom today because I have the day off, but I am going to be making another math video or posting a video for you to watch there. Then you're going to click here to complete your Seesaw assignment. Now, the Seesaw assignment is not the homework for the Eureka Math like it usually is. It is a Christmas story problem activity for today, okay? And then your last thing to do is just spend 10 to 15 minutes on eSpark. Okay, friends, that is all. I will be available on Seesaw if you need any help, and have a great day.